Hi guys, welcome back. So the Ireland squad is out, so I'm looking at the squad, picking a team, inviting you guys to comment on that team, pick your own teams, and also then comment on constructively on other people's teams, because it's good fun as we build up to the Six Nations. So having a little look at the Ireland squad, a couple of interesting things. We've got Carty coming in as the third choice 10, if you like, at the expense of Ross Byrne. And I don't think that's the end of Ross Byrne by any means. I think really, as a third choice 10, I think Smith's just looking at the options here. Carty's been playing well. He's probably not going to get a load of game time anyway, because Carberry's going to be due for a couple of starts as well. So I think it's really just that mixing it up. He knows what Ross Byrne can give him. He's just looking at another option. I wouldn't actually read too much into that. But anyway, Tom Farrell's called up, which is an interesting inclusion. Really come up late on the rails. Real powerhouse centre there. We've got Levy, he's out injured, which is a shame. O'Brien's back in, but I don't know if he's going to feature in the first game. But if there's any chance of getting Sean O'Brien on the pitch, then people tend to take it because he's that good. Henshaw's just come back, although he's come back quite soon, so I don't know if he's going to be thrown straight into the team. If he had a run of games, maybe that might have been different. Some big news, McGrath and Marmion are out with injury, which is a problem because they were fighting for that number 2 spot. They're certainly number 2 and 3. Cooney's in there, but again, he's got a few issues of his own. I had been backing Cooney as my number 2, so hopefully he will recover and be able to make a charge for that with those 2 away, so it is a big chance for him. Sexton is fit, but he's not 100% fit, but I still expect him. They'll get him right for the first game, whatever they need to do, how much rest they need to give him. And there's a few other bangs, etc. Interesting to see if Cronin gets a start or two. He's been playing so well. Could he make a charge over Rory Best to be a starter? I don't know. I think that might be set in stone already. Players like Porter need some game time. Byrne, I said, needs some good time. Byrne needs some good game time. In the backs, again, like to see Will Addison play a bit more. And Henshaw's just come back, etc. So straight into the team. I think you start with the tried and tested front row of Healy, Best and Furlong. I don't think there's many arguments over that. You could argue maybe McGrath could do with another charge at number 1, potentially at loosehead. Cronin maybe at hooker, but I think that's the way you go. They've proven it again and again. They're a quality starting unit, so they start for me. I think Toner retains his starting place. He's under pressure. You've got Henderson coming back now, Byrne performing well, but I think you go Toner and Ryan again. I don't think you can really justify changing it at this point. As you could obviously throw Henderson in there. That'd be a bit harsh on Toner. That could happen, but I would stay. And then I think I'd pretty much stick with the autumn back 3 of the scrum: Amani, Van der Fleer and CJ Stander. I like the mix. It's very physical, loads of line-out options, loads of carrying, really in-your-face stuff. Levy it's a shame. If Levy hadn't had this run of injuries, I really think he'd have nailed down that 7 shirt. But again, Van der Fleer's got a great chance of making it. So in the backs, Murray starts, of course, but then who backs him up? I think you put Cooney on the bench to back him up. Sexton at 10, as long as he's fit, which I'm sure they'll make sure he is. In the centres, an interesting choice. You've got your Farrells, both of them, who could come in. You've got Henshaw, who could come in, but I think you stick with Aki and Ringrose, who have performed so well together. I think it would be incredibly harsh to break them up because both have performed well and they've combined well. Aki's kind of stepped up there at 12 and Ringrose's class at 13. So very happy with that. And again, I think the back 3 are pretty much set. Stockdale one wing, Earls on the other wing and Carney at fullback. I think the fight's really on the bench at the moment. So Cronin, McGrath and Porter, I think, are your front row to come straight on, put some pressure on the starters. I'd probably go Henderson as the backup second row, even though I've been talking up Tyg Byrne. I just think if you have a second row replacement, I think Henderson might be the one. And then you could bring Tyg Byrne in as another replacement, but I'd probably go Geordie Murphy, as covers all positions in the back row, very physical, Then Cooney, as I said, as the 9 replacement. You have to have Carberry on there because he's playing so well. He covers loads of positions. And then who do you go for the last one? I think you have to stay with Lamah. Match winner coming off the bench. The last person the opposition want coming off the bench is Jordan Lamah, so I think you have to round it off with him. So I've just gone for a full 23 for Ireland because I think the battles are more on the bench than the starting team. But anyway, comment on that, put your own teams on, comment on other people's teams constructively, and have some fun with it. And until next time, I will see you then.